I want to read this a crazy background. I don't know how to play today. Looking at how to play this fairly simple set collecting game called Busy Beaks, all about Australia's bird life by Joey Games, which of course Joey is an Australian slang term. It's for ages 8 and up, 2 to 4 players, about 30 minutes. Budgie. I used to have a budgie like that a long time ago. It's a pretty big box. You get lots of cards. In fact, you get 14 different species of Australian birds. You're going to be using 7 in a game. They recommend using these 7 to start. After that, you can mix and match all the other different kinds. You get all sorts of different birds. I won't go into detail on all of them, but we will look at the ones they recommend. Includes the budgie. These boxes, they come all unfolded. Some assembly required. You do have to fold these all up. So be prepared to spend a few minutes doing that. It's an interesting little idea. You also get these egg tokens. These represent victory points, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1s. You will be using all the ones. There's 7, 1 per species. And then you have these other ones. You're going to be using 1 per player. So for 2 players, you use 2 of each. We got more. Let's put off to the side. You also got this tree, which I'll put here. And the tree has 3 different branches where birds are going to be on. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these eggs off to the side. Whenever you create a set of birds, or collect a set of birds, and play that, you will collect the highest available point token. At the start, obviously, you can get the 5. And if you're the first one to create a set of that bird species, you also get the bonus 1. So if I was the first to do a set of budgies, I would collect this plus the highest one that's available to me. So all these cards tell you, each card has a different special ability. The budgie lets you draw 3 cards from the draw pile and put them into your hand. There's also little factoids about them. This one, the lorikeet, lets you swap any card in your hand with any card in the tree. You can do this up to 3 times. And at the start, there's going to be 3 cards on each branch. As the game progresses, you might be adding more and increasing that. The gala lets you choose any 2 cards in the tree that are different birds and put them in your hand. So they cannot be the same one. Hopefully you can see all this. I'll just put this off to the side. Each one of these is going to get one of these tokens. Again, if you're the first to collect that species, you get to collect the token. This one, the tawny frogmouth, lets you reveal 5 cards from the draw pile. Put any 2 in your hand and put the other 3 in the discard pile. This is draw pile. This is the discard pile, in case you're wondering. You got this one here, the long beak. Choose any card in the tree and the card directly to its left or right and collect them into your hand. Then you have the laughing kookaburra. And this one, contagious laugh. Choose any 2 cards in the tree, put them into your hand, then in clockwise order, every other player gets to choose one as well. And then, finally, you have the rolla, which lets you choose any card in the tree and the one directly above it. So if I take one here, I can also take one above it, but immediately above it. So let me shift this over a little bit here. Now, the worst part about this game is kind of the setup and the cleanup, because at the end of the game, you have to reorganize these all back into the sets. The good news is a lot of them are already going to be in sets, so not too bad. Cards are good size, and they do have a nice linen finish, good quality. Phil Walker Harding, if you're not familiar with him, I do have other games by him, I'm fairly certain. He's pretty well renowned for his games, board games. And this is his own little company from Australia. The art on this, by the way, I forgot to mention, I wanted to mention, is by Sarah Allen. It's nice artwork, so I thought I would shout it out. So, there's 23 egg tokens, 14 card storage boxes. And again, you're going to be using 1 token per player. So for 2 players, there's 2 of each. And you're going to choose the 7 birds that you want to use. And again, at the start of the game, they recommend these 7, so that's why we're using them. So what you're going to deal 3 cards to each branch, starting I believe from top to bottom. It's a pretty straightforward little set collecting game, as you'll see. And then each player is going to draw cards, starting with the oldest player, who will get 2 cards. And then the next player will get 3. And after that, 4 and 5, depending if you're doing 3 or 4 players. So this guy's going to get 3. I'll put this over here as a draw deck. And on your turn, you're going to do up to 4 different actions. First of all, you may, if you want to, play a bird card. Playing a bird card means you're going to take one of these cards from your hand and play it on one of these branches and then perform the action. I would not use this one right now because it lets you swap 1 for 1 and there's not too many cards at the swap. I am going to use this one though. This one lets me draw 5 cards and keep 2. So I'm going to put this on this branch. You can put it wherever. Again, yeah, reveal 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put any 2 in your hand and you're going to reveal them. And then discard the others. So maybe I keep these 2. Well, yeah. And I'm going to discard the rest of these. And you're going to keep these secret in your hand, of course. And then my opponent's going to go. Now, the other thing you can do in your turn, you may play a bird onto the tree. You do not have to. You may score a flock if you have a flock. A flock is when you have 5 birds of the same kind. Once you have 5 of a kind, you put them down, reveal them to everyone, and you collect. You know, if I was the first one to put down the dollars, I would collect the bonus points for that one, and then I would collect the highest available points as well. And then the other thing that you have to do in turn is you must draw a card. So I'm going to do that as well. You're always going to draw a card. And then you can, or you will, fill the tree. If there's less than 3 birds on one branch, you throw another one on there. So now my opponent's going to go. And oh my word, he's pretty happy with that. He is not going to play a card. He's simply going to forego that. He cannot play a flock yet. He will simply draw a card and end his turn. Now, it comes back to me. I will play a card. I'm going to play this one here. It lets me select any 2 cards. So I'm going to select these frog mouths, so I can speak. And then these are going to slide over. And I'm going to draw my card. And I get one of those. And then that's my turn. My opponent's going to go. He will play this one. Again, this one lets you draw 5 cards. And keep 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to put that, let's say, here. And, ooh, what does he want to keep? He's hoping for Blogas. He didn't get Blogas. Well, he might as well keep these, I guess. So these ones get discarded. And he gets to draw a card, additionally. And now it's my turn. And I'm still trying to get 5 of a kind here. I will play this, and again, select 2 cards. You know, maybe I'll select these 2 this time. These can slide over. It's still free, so I don't have to replenish. I draw a card. Oops. And then my opponent's turn. There is no limit to how many cards you can have in your hand. So now my opponent's going to go. He's going to You know, he's going to play this one, and he's going to collect this one and one next to it, so maybe this one. And then he's going to draw a card. And then he's going to fill the tree. Now it's my turn. I will, well, I guess I'm going to play this. Doesn't matter which branch you play it on, and I will draw. I will take these two, I guess. As I continue to try and build up a flock. And I will, like I said, I would draw a card, then I would fill the tree. So I get that one. Although I would have preferred the other one. My opponent's going to go. And he is going to... Well, he'll play this one here. And he will take these two that are next to each other. Slide this over. Refill. Actually, he's going to draw a card, and he's going to fill the tree. I'm kind of happy with that. Because that's going to let me get a flock. So I'm going to play this one. I'm going to collect this one and this one. Then, I don't have to refill anything. Next, I'm going to put down my flocks. So I got a flock. I got 5 of a kind. Put those down. I'm going to get the highest point thing that's available. Discard these. And since I was the first one to play this one, I get this bonus point. Finally, we created a flock after about 18 minutes. No, I'm kidding. It's only been 10 minutes. Anyway, that's the game in a nutshell. You go back and forth until you collect, until somebody collects this last point thing. Once somebody collects this one, that means you will have created, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flocks. Once 8 flocks have been created, and this has been collected, and let's just say that, you know, it went something like this. Yes, I did that on purpose, but it can happen. So I want something like that, and the game is over, and you're going to see who has the most points, the most eggs. That would be me. I win, yay. Did that on purpose, of course. And that's the game. It's a pretty simple, straightforward little game. Nice quality components. I like it. It's a nice little light game. Comment, like, subscribe, and know what you think. We'll see you next time more. Thanks for watching. I'm not going to go over the other ones, the other cards, what they do. I'll let you discover that if you decide to get it. This gives you a general idea. So yeah, pretty cool. See ya.